Mudding continues in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Finding more and more spots every day. What were the words we used when we started this? Just cover.
Just fix that.
Just to fix the little bits.
Yeah.
No need to go perfection. So you can see, at least over the paint here, the obvious markers of all these little spots. There's just a lot of little divots and things. They clearly did not really smooth out the mud before they primed and painted things, so we're just helping it a little bit. Here's the main spot. It's looking a lot smoother. Couple wet spots here as we just did another coat, but some slow progress but steady progress on this. It's getting really nice. We also made some progress on our headboard last night. So this is the 2x4 framed thing with the plywood on top. We put foam on top of that, and then last night we put some fabric over it. So this is what it's going to look like in the end, and started upholstering, stapling everything on the long ends. And we ran out of staples last night, so progress was halted there, but we picked up some staples this morning, so should be able to continue with this in the weekend. We got our headboard up. It's nice now that it's not just a sea of blue, there's a little bit of something in the middle just to break it up a little bit. It'll give us a nice place to rest our heads. And we'll see how long this lasts before that little one. Kitchen work continues. This is before the paint, so we got everything mudded, sanded, then mudded, then sanded, then mudded, then sanded, then mudded, then sanded? Did I get that order right?
Just about.
Just about. Final sand earlier tonight, and we got everything wiped down, so it doesn't look pretty right now, but that's because it's a blend of mud and paint and whatever else was on the walls, but it feels really nice. It'll be nice and smooth, and now putting our first coat of primer. So we'll allow this to dry, and then tomorrow hopefully we'll put some color, at least on the ceiling and stuff, so it'll be like it was never there.
All right, it's the next morning. Coffee is brewing after that late night painting or priming, but it doesn't look terrible. Look at that. We finally have a uniform, non-holy drop-down ceiling. Yay. The HVAC gets installed tomorrow. Which means we want to paint tonight. We'll see how that goes. Alex is in his work office today, so he's gonna have a long day. So hopefully I can repaint the wall bits and then do over the ceiling.
I'm half blind, but we took out all these lights and just got them hanging so we can continue with the painting over there. And underneath all of this, it's kind of interesting, almost immediately right above this drywall is more drywall. So I'm starting to think that this is the original maybe, and rather than actually cutting the holes through there, they just decided to put another layer of drywall down a couple inches, enough for these LED cans to fit in, and then just cut the holes in the new drywall. Interesting move. I don't think we showed this off yet, but I guess we're looking at it ourselves for the first time, at least upstairs. Oh my. The access we had is now tinfoil central. Oh, so here's the old vent. I can wiggle it. That should hopefully be pretty easy to pull out now that's not needed anymore.
Bad times in the attic, guys. Neither of us are contortionate enough to go over the ductwork or under the ductwork or wherever around the ductwork.
I know, I've just been, you were up here staring for minutes on end,
trying to stretch.
I'm staring up here for minutes on end, trying to figure out where to go.
It's impossible.
We should just hire a gymnast.
I was thinking, we have kids, we wait till the kids are old enough and then send them up here.
Oh, okay, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they're tiny, they can just crawl under everything. So I don't think we actually showed it off, but we do now have heating and cooling with a high efficiency heat pump. So they installed this as well as everything that's going on in there. Outside in the back corner here, we got the outdoor unit, this Bosch 3-ton. It's working right now. It's interesting because it feels like air conditioning on this end because it's pumping heat into the house currently. And they got all the condensate lines, although this is the one sticking point with their install. They just left it like that and they said, yeah, it's fine, and I understand that, but Man, it really looks bad. So we're gonna work with the installers to see what's possible fixing that, make it look a little prettier. And then they did some work on the inside so that condensate line actually goes to there. You can see where they were intending to put it, this little patch that needs to go over again. But they managed to actually get it inside this box. Another little spot I need to get, because this is the bottom of the upstairs cabinet, so it just kind of feeds right into this little box here. And then they added some electrical lines in the garage here that go all the way across the ceiling and down to the panel, which is behind that wall. They also, of course, did all the ducting and replaced all the ducting, at least in the top there, and then here, and all the registers are these really wide high flow things. So right now the heat's going and it feels so nice. Absolutely great. What a green grass. Finally getting those pictures we needed so desperately. I think this constitutes a full lawn, enough for pictures and enough for that rebate. Let's get our money. Also forgot to show this the other day, but I finally painted the trim around the garage. So this was 2 colors at one point and very patchy, but everything's been re-caulked and now repainted, so it looks a lot nicer than it did previously.